Debunking Mental Health Myths, the Truth Behind the Stigma. Mental health. Everyone has it, but not everyone understands it. There are so many myths about mental health that people accept as fact. Myths that cause stigma. Myths that stop people from getting help. Myths that make struggling with mental health even harder. So today, we're debunking the most common mental health myths with real factual information. Because understanding the truth can make all the difference. Myth number 10. Mental illness isn't real. It's just in your head. This is one of the most harmful misconceptions out there. Mental illness isn't just in your head. It's a real medical condition that affects the brain, just like heart disease affects the heart, or diabetes affects blood sugar levels. Depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia all have biological, psychological, and environmental causes. Brain scans even show physical differences in the brains of people with mental illness. Saying mental illness isn't real is like saying asthma or arthritis isn't real. It's time to leave this myth in the past. Myth number 9. Therapy is only for crazy people. First of all, let's stop using the word crazy. It's outdated and dismissive. Therapy isn't just for people with severe mental illness, it's for everyone who wants to improve their mental well-being. People go to therapy for stress, relationship problems, self-improvement, grief, trauma, and personal growth. Even top athletes, CEOs, and celebrities see therapists to help them function at their best. Going to therapy doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're taking control of your mental health. Myth number 8. You can just snap out of it. Would you tell someone with a broken leg to just walk it off? Of course not. Mental illness isn't a choice. People can't just snap out of depression, anxiety, or PTSD any more than someone can snap out of the flu. Healing takes time, proper treatment, and support. Telling someone to just get over it only makes things worse. Instead, try saying, "I'm here for you. How can I support you?" Myth number 7. Only weak people struggle with mental health. Strength isn't about never struggling. Strength is about facing struggles head-on. Mental health issues don't discriminate. They affect people of all backgrounds, ages, and levels of success. Some of the strongest, most successful people in history, Winston Churchill, Abraham Lincoln, Robin Williams, battled mental illness. Getting help isn't a sign of weakness. It's one of the strongest things you can do. Myth number 6. Kids can't have mental health problems. Some people believe that children can't have depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues. But the truth is, mental health struggles can start at any age, even in childhood. Kids experience stress, trauma, bullying, family issues, and academic pressure just like adults do. Ignoring mental health in children only leads to bigger problems later in life. If a child seems withdrawn, anxious, or is struggling emotionally, they need support, not dismissal. Myth number 5. Medication for mental health is just a quick fix. There's a lot of stigma around mental health medication, but here's the truth. For some people, medication is a life-saving tool. Just like insulin helps diabetics regulate blood sugar, antidepressants help balance brain chemistry. Medication doesn't numb emotions or turn people into zombies. It helps regulate symptoms so they can function and heal. It's not the only solution. Therapy, lifestyle changes, and social support also play huge roles. But for many, medication is an essential part of recovery, and there's no shame in using it. Myth number 4. If someone seems fine, they aren't struggling. Not all mental health struggles are visible. People can smile, laugh, and appear okay while battling depression, anxiety, or trauma inside. This is called high-functioning mental illness, and it's more common than you think. That's why phrases like, "but you don't look depressed," are so harmful. Mental health struggles don't have a look. If someone tells you they're struggling, believe them. Myth number 3. Talking about suicide puts the idea in someone's head. This is a dangerous myth that stops people from having life-saving conversations. Talking about suicide doesn't make someone more likely to take their own life. In fact, it's the opposite. It opens up a chance for them to express their feelings and get help. If you're worried about someone, ask them directly. Are you thinking about suicide? It's a hard question to ask, but research shows that talking about it reduces risk and makes it easier for them to reach out for help. Myth number 2. Mental illness can't be treated. Some people think once you have a mental illness, you'll always suffer. But that's not true. Mental health conditions are treatable. With therapy, medication, lifestyle changes, and support, people can recover, manage their symptoms, and live full, happy lives. Depression isn't a life sentence. Anxiety isn't forever. Healing is possible, and so is hope. Myth number 1. Mental health doesn't affect normal people. This is the biggest myth of all. Mental health isn't just about disorders, it's about everyone. Just like physical health, mental health is something we all have to take care of. Stress, burnout, grief, and anxiety affect everyone at some point in life. Taking care of your mental health isn't just for people with a diagnosis, it's for everyone who wants to feel their best. Mental health is health. Period. Breaking the stigma, what you can do. Now that we've debunked these myths, what can you do? Talk about mental health openly. The more we talk about it, the less stigma there is. Support loved ones, listen, validate, and encourage them to seek help if needed. Educate yourself. The more you know, the more you can help change the conversation. Take care of your own mental health. Therapy, self-care, and mindfulness aren't luxuries, they're necessities. If you found this video helpful, share it. Let's spread awareness, break the stigma, and make mental health conversations normal. Drop a comment below. What's the biggest mental health myth you've heard? Let's debunk it together. And remember, your mental health matters always.